This magnetic card trick is so strong, it'll make magnets jealous. I don't even know if that makes any sense. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. Today I'll be sharing with you a neat little impromptu card trick. So, let's do it. So check this out. I'm going to take the cards right out of the tuck case and then give the deck a bit of a shuffle. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Maybe a couple of cuts because why not? So at this point, I'll have a spectator go ahead and select out a card. Let's just say this one right here. And in this case, it is the Ace of Diamonds. Right, so now the cool thing about the Ace of Diamonds is, since you actually selected it, we can give the card a magnetic rub. Okay, and let me show you why that's important and why it's a cool thing. So let me riff through the side of the deck and I'll insert the Ace of Diamonds somewhere in the center. So tell me when to stop, right here. So we'll take the Ace of Diamonds, right? We're gonna put it right in that spot. There we go, leave it protruding out just like this. So now if we take a look at the card right underneath, it is the Jack of Hearts. So we can give these two cards a magnetic pull towards each other, okay? So let me just rub this right on there. There we go, nice little rub. Lift this back up, there we go. So we'll take the Ace of Diamonds now. Since it already has that magnetic pull on it, I'm gonna push that right in. And then we'll take this card and we'll leave it somewhere underneath that Ace of Diamonds. So the Ace of Diamonds is over here. We're gonna put this card in right around here. Close that up and now just wait for it. Check it out. Check this out. Right underneath that Ace of Diamonds is the card it had a magnetic pull with, the Jack of Hearts. Welcome to the tutorial, everyone. Just a little bit of background on this effect. It's known as magnetic pull by Harry Lorraine. Definitely a great impromptu card effect that relies on just one neat little move. So now that you know all that, let's go ahead and break it down. So first things first, take the deck out of the tuck case and have the spectator shuffle it up. This just gives them a false satisfaction of, oh, I have one up on you, but in fact, not really. They don't. Once the deck has been shuffled, you ask the spectator to go ahead and select out a card. In our case, it's the Six of Hearts. Now you want to build some type of pattern saying that the Six of Hearts has a magnetic pull. Okay, and of course I leave this completely up to you, but what I like to do is I like to tell them, since they touched the Six of Hearts, they touched this card, now it has a magnetic pull. Okay, and I take this card now and I start riffling through the side of the deck, asking the spectator where they'd like me to place this Six of Hearts. So as I riffle to the side, have a spectator call out stop. Let's just say they stopped right around here. I insert this card in, and as I'm inserting this card in, I riffle off one more card with my thumb like this. Okay, and since that card is now riffled off, there is a card underneath now the spectator's selected card. Okay, and this is pretty much the one move that really sells this entire effect and pretty much how this entire effect is done. So Six of Hearts are there, and now you want to lift up this entire top half, so everything above the thumb, including that extra riffled card. So the way that I lift it up is I come over with my right hand and I go underneath all these cards like this, underneath that extra card that we riffled off, underneath all that, and I lift this up like so. And using this packet, I lift up or flip over the next card, flip that over and show that it is the Jack of Clubs. So now these two cards are going to have a magnetic pull towards each other. Okay, and as I do this, I flip this back around and then I place this back on top. This entire packet goes back on top of the bottom half. And the reasoning behind it, because remember, everything you do has to have some kind of reasoning behind it. The reason why I'm putting it back on top is just to rub these two cards together like this. So you probably saw in my performance, I did a bit of rubbing here like this, just to build that magnetic pull between those two cards. But the actual reason why we're doing it is because we want to place that riffled card, that extra riffled card, back on top here. Once that's all done, now you go ahead and lift it up again, except this time you leave that extra riffled card on top. And again, this is the indifferent card, while the Jack of Clubs is second now from the top here. So you lift this back up, and what you should actually do now is gesture to the spectator like this. So you take this packet, you flip it over, showing that there's nothing actually here, and you just tap that card and show that you're putting it down on the table. And then you can put this right back together. Okay, and of course, the spectator believes this is the Jack of Clubs, You can even have the spectator push this in. Just the more interaction you have, the better the impact at the end. You push that in, square it up, and then you spread out the deck again, and you want to go below the 6 of hearts. So you spread so the spectator can see that 6 of hearts, and they can see all the cards below it. Give the spectator the opportunity to place the card wherever they'd like. Let's just say right around here. Square all this up, push that card in. Now you want to have some kind of magic gesture, move, whatever it is. I just like to riffle the front of the deck, showing that the cards have now magnetically come together. Then boom, you go right there towards the 6 of hearts, take the card underneath it, push both forward. I like to pull it out nice and slow, and then just do a nice reveal showing that the 2 cards have now been magnetically pulled right towards each other. And that's really it. It's a neat impromptu effect just by using that one simple move. And I'm sure you can come up with other uses for that move that I showed in many other tricks. And now we can't have Magic Monday without a quote of the week, so I'm not sure who it's by, but it really got my attention. It says, "If you're willing to do more than you're paid to do, you'll be paid to do more than you do." Really something to think about. All right, guys, have a great week. Peace out.